to all of you. My name is Donna Oosthuizen. I am the Director of Capital Markets here at the JSE. It's really important for us that we're accessible to you and that you have a good understanding of what we do here at the Exchange. So we believe that this is a fundamental part of our ongoing aim to open access to the financial markets and to the JSE.
So I'm going to try and give you an idea of how the JSE fits into the economy without going into a full-blown economics 101 lesson. Generally, capital markets, when we talk about capital markets, we in essence talk about equity and bond markets. The financial sector has really grown up around the mining activity of South Africa. You now have a single exchange which allows you to trade any one of those financial market instruments. The brokers sit in their offices. They have the trading engine and platform that we supply them with. When a company first comes to market, it is the primary market, it gets listed, and after that the shares are out there. The secondary market is where the trading happens, and that's where those assets can then change hands again. For instance, if you're an investor and you want to know how are all the financial type listed companies performing, we have a financials index that you can look at. So I hope that that's given you an idea of how the JSE as an exchange intermediates, how it helps the economy by making sure the capital gets to where it's needed. So that's how we make it easier, cheaper, and ultimately less risky.
The World Federation of Exchanges. This is a body that was founded in 1963. JSE is a founder member of that body from the African continent. Now there are 4 stock exchanges from our continent that are members of the World Federation of Exchanges. Why do companies list? Because they want to raise a large sum of capital in order to grow their businesses. Companies get to list here because they are subjected to stringent requirements, and that continues even after they are listed. So therefore, their corporate governance completely change, and they have to become as transparent as possible and as it is demanded by the stock exchange. At the time of demutualization in 2005, the JSE as a business was worth about 250 million rand. Today, it is worth just over 9 billion rand. I need to talk to you about how to invest on the JSE. At no point, a process of buying and selling can be completed without involving a stock broker. The functions of the JSE is to provide a platform through which companies are able to raise capital and the investors to have a place where they could go and grow their savings by buying the issued instruments.
My name is Nicola Komninos, and I look after the equity derivatives and business intelligence functions at the exchange. The share price in the market is really driven by investor sentiment, so what buyers and sellers are thinking about the company and what investors are expecting. 2 of the key indicators from a financial statements perspective that you have to look at is the company's revenue and the company's profits. The financial statements of a company is really a scorecard. It really gives you a snapshot of their profitability and the health of the company.
What should guide investor sentiments when someone wants to invest in a company?
You would want to invest in a company whose business you understand, whose business you believe will perform well in the future, and they've got a strong business strategy.
Why do people get involved in the stock market? Well, it's really about profit and wealth. There's no other secret than that. People want to make money. So they want to build wealth. They want to create that sort of portfolio on the exchange. It's a decision. If you're going to invest in the market, you need to decide, are you active or passive? We're agnostic. Choose what works for you. The other thing that we always chat with clients about is what's your level of risk. The one thing that's changed in the industry in the last sort of 20 years is just the breadth of instruments that are at your availability. Learn equities first, because diving straight into trading derivatives and FX when you don't have any sort of basic understanding of the markets is very dangerous.
Guys, that brings us to the end of our program for the day. I just wanted to say thank you very, very much for making the time, for the students, the journalists, just to come and spend the day with us and also just get to understand how we work at the JSE.